What up y'all, T-Skip here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I wanted to go over some fun non-toy items that you can keep in your bag just to have fun and just enjoy the game with. So these will be items that you can either purchase from the auction house or purchase for a vendor. Some of them I'll show you where you can get the recipes so you can actually craft some yourself. And pretty much they'll just stack in your bag so you can buy as many of them as you want. And also there'll be no cooldown, so you'll be able to use them as much as you want to. So these are some pretty fun ones. Like, it's a lot of joking around, just having fun stuff here. So as usual, there'll be timestamps in the description, so if you know about some or just want to jump around, it'll be down there. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. First up on our list is the Noggenfogger Elixir. So if you've ever been in a regular BG and seen like a rogue or another class drink a vial and then they get really small and then they'll turn into a skeleton, well, that's the Noggenfogger Elixir. So I have a couple in my bag and we'll go ahead and check them out. So if I drink it, you see I turn into a skeleton. So if I drink it again, nothing happened. Drink it again, nothing happened. There we go. I drank again and I got smaller. I'm not sure if you can get any smaller than that, but I haven't been able to get any smaller. So once you're in this form, you got a 10-minute buff and you can do all your abilities, so you're good to go. The other neat ability with this one is if your class doesn't have a way for water breathing or you don't have any other items that can help you, you can see I have this buff right here. You stop breathing. So this means you can go underwater and not have to worry about going to the top to get a breath while this buff is active. So how do we go about getting this? So you'll come out here to Tenarius, and the best way to get here is to go to the Caverns of Time portal, which will be in your faction capital. In the portal hall, just find the Caverns of Time, and as soon as you go through there, you'll hang right up here to Gadgetzan. So as soon as you come to Gadgetzan, you'll come to 5129. And you will see Sprinkled Noggenfogger, and if you run up to her and click on it right there, that's all she sells is the Noggenfogger Elixir. So for 35 silver you'll get 5 stacks of them. So just stack up on them, buy as many as you want, and that's how you get this one. So that's the first one on the list. Let's move on to the next one. Next fun item on the list is the weighted jack-o'-lantern. So yes, this one came from the Hollow's End event, but they stayed in your bag, and the reason I added it to the list is you can buy and sell these on the auction house. So on my server there are tons and tons of them that I could buy, so I would check your server if you can. There's a good chance you might already know about it, but just in case you didn't, the weighted jack-o'-lantern, you either jam it on your head or you can chunk it at random people. So that's the reason I really like this one, because when I'm in a pug or LFR or something, I just like chunking them on people. So if you've never seen it, we'll go ahead and use this one. Boom. So now I have it on there, and it's an hour-long buff. So you'll have that running around if you like a quick, jack-o'-lantern helm. But the fun part is you can run around your city or wherever, just target somebody and chunk it, and boom. Now they got a jack-o'-lantern head. That's the reason I really like this one. So it's a fun one if you just like throwing stuff on people. So that's that one. Let's move on to the next one. Next fun item on the list is the projection prism. So what this one does is copies the appearance of the targeted party or raid member. So I know there's another one called the reflection prism that swaps the appearance of you and the person you've targeted. This one just straight up takes it. So they'll still have their appearance, but you'll just look like their doppelganger. This one is crafted from jewel crafters in the Dragonflight expansion. So these are easily accessible. You can just buy them on the auction house if you don't have a jewel crafter. One really cool thing about this one is, like, right now we are in what's the raid? Aberrus, and some of the mobs in there will transform you. Like, there's the blob that if you stand on top of the pool, it'll turn people into blobs while they're standing on it. Well, you can use the prism and take that blob. So for the next 10 minutes, you will be the blob while you're fighting in combat. So you can use them for certain things like that. If you ever have a party member that gets changed for whatever reason, you can use this and you'll steal that appearance and you can have it in there. So you can use it in some unique ways, or just copy your favorite player from your guild or party. So that's that fun item. Now let's move on to the next one. Next fun item on the list is the Savory Deviate Delight. So this is a cooking item that when you eat it, it'll either turn you into a pirate or a ninja. So you got the choice of, or random choice of whichever one you get. So here it is right here. Let's go ahead and eat it. You don't have to sit down or anything. You just eat it like that. So that would be the ninja. So we'll go ahead and kick that one off and we'll see if we can get the pirate. Oh, and there we go. So that's what your pirate would look like. So how do we get this thing? It comes from this right here, the Savory Deviate Delight, and it is a classic cooking recipe. So you'll need 85 to make it. The other thing is you can just buy this off the auction house. That's what I did. It wasn't even that expensive at all. But if you do want to farm it and don't have it, it is in Kalimdor in the either southern or northern barrens. It can drop from any mob out there. So if you leveled a horde character, there's a good chance you might have already gotten it. But honestly, if it was me and you don't have it, I'd just check the auction house if this is something you'd like to have. Because like I said, I bought a stack of that and the recipe and it wasn't very much at all. But that's that one. So let's move on to the next fun item. Next fun item on the list is the Inky Black Potion. So this one is a little bit different than the other ones where it's not like silly or goofy or anything. It really makes things look just super cool, but I really wanted to add it to the list because it's one of those items that you stack in your bag and just buy as many of them as you want. So this item actually comes from the Darkmoon Fair and it's actually up right now. So in a second, I'll switch over there and show you where to get it and the coordinates and all. But as you can see right now, I'm in Valdrakken. And as normal, it looks like, you know, Valdrakken. But hey, if I use the Inky Black Potion, it'll start to get darker and you can see the colors and everything come out. So this potion can be used anywhere and it'll make things look just super cool with a nighttime look. And it just, I don't know, it just gives it this really cool visual to it, especially if you like taking screenshots or anything like that, or you just like the way it looks and rather play a while like this for a little bit. But yeah, that's the Inky Black Potion. You see all the colors on here, and I was doing this last night too. If you see my character, you'll see when I do my my cast, all the reflection coming off it. You see all that? It looks really cool. That's what I like about that potion. So that's the potion, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and go to the Darkmoon Fair and show you where to get it. All right, so I decided to make a short little pit stop in Stormwind to show you what it looked like inside here with windows and all that. So you can see how everything looks right now. And if I use it, you can see the windows, everything gets a little darker and it shines. I don't know, it just looks super cool, like even the tower and all like that. So I wanted to mention that. Plus, also meant to mention it's a 2-hour buff. So if you like to keep it running, it'll go for 2 hours. So let's go to Darkmoon Fair. All right, so we are at Darkmoon Fair and you're looking for this NPC right here, Rona Greenteeth, and she is located at 3657 on the Darkmoon Fair Island. So when you come in, it'll be over here off to the side where was it Moonfang spawns, over there with this little carriage. So when you come up to her, you click her. She has 2 other things, but they're just eating them options. But there is your Inky Black Potion for 3 gold, 33 silver, and 33 copper. So just stock up on them as many as you like, and that's it. So let's move on to the next fun item. Next fun item on the list is the Enchanted Dust. Now the Enchanted Dust is from the Warlords expansion, and it is learned and crafted by enchanters. So you can learn it from either your enchanted building in your garrison or the main hub, which is either Storm Shield or War Spear, whichever faction you're on. So what does the Enchanted Dust do? Well, it makes you kind of see through and shiny, and this one's kind of fun for yourself or to throw on other players, but there's actually a really cool effect you can use that I also wanted to mention about. So just to show how it looks on me, so if I click it, you'll see I get kind of see-through and shiny. It almost reminds me of the Druid glyph for balance, but it still looks pretty cool like this. Now, this one's actually like the other ones where you can just click it and then boop, throw it on somebody else, and now they're all shiny. So you can see that. The other cool thing I wanted to talk about though is this one can be helpful in Mythic Plus or raids where the boss has a mechanic that if they're so large you can't really see it. I've actually used this one on the, I can't remember the name of it, but it had lava waves coming out and you wanted to be able to see him, but he was so large. Well, this you can throw on a boss and you can kind of see through them, so it can kind of help sometimes. I will say that it does put you in threat aggro. It'll pull aggro when you use it, so that is one thing to remember. And you can't use it while you're in combat, so that's one thing. But I wanted to show it real quick, so I'm gonna hop off and find a big mob and throw it on it. Alright, so now we're out here in the Anaya Plains, and I wanted to show you there's a mammoth right here, and it's neutral. But so once I click it, it's gonna make me go in combat, but you will see it'll make them see-through. So see, you can see the other one. It's not crazy see-through, but it can help if that's something that would be useful. So that's that one. Let's move on to the next fun item. Next fun item on the list is critter bites. Now, critter bites can be learned from Northrend cooking, but honestly, I bought this on the auction house and it was super cheap. So if you do like this, you can just buy a bunch of these on the auction house. But I still want to show you where it comes from in case you want to learn it just to make it for yourself. So we are in Northrend, Dalaran, and I'm on the Alliance side. So I'm over here in the Silver Enclave, and for the Horde, you'll be over here in the Sun Reaver Sanctuary. And you'll just go to where the cooks are, and for the Alliance side, it's this guy right here, Derek Odds. And you'll click through him, and you will see where he is, right here, critter bites. So you have to do a couple dailies to get these rewards. That's where they come from, is the cooking dailies. And once you get 3 of them, you can buy it. But like I said, they're pretty cheap on the auction house. So what do they actually do? Well, you'll throw them at critters and they'll just follow you around. So if you ever just wanted a whole bunch of critters just chilling with you, that's what you can do. I'm pretty sure that it's super short though. I will mention that. I think it's only like 3 minutes, but I thought it was a fun little thing if you had a bunch of critters around you. So at this time, I'm going to go out and try and find a spot where there's a whole bunch of them and we'll use them. Alright, so I came down here to the Zeralite Caverns and I found there's one there, and one right there. So we're going to grab all 3 of those. Another one over there, but we can at least see how it works. So click on him, throw that, boom, now he's my little companion pet. So as you see, it is only 3 minutes. I wish you could extend that. Maybe there is a way, I just don't know about it. So here's another critter. Well, let's go ahead and use that one. Boom, now we got 2 of them. Let's keep on going. Now there's another critter. Where is it? Right here. Boom, now we got 3 critters. So if you wanted to, you could just have a whole army of them following you if you'd like to. Let's grab one more, why not? Because there's one right over here. So let's jump over here, click on him, and use critter bite. Boom, now we got 4 of them following us around. So if you like that one, there you go. It's kind of neat. I just wish it lasted longer, but it is still fun to do, so I added it to the list. So we got one more to talk about, and that'll wrap it up. So let's go ahead and get to it. For our final fun item on the list, it'll be 3 types of fish, which they will be the Awesomefish, the Grieferfish, and the one that I don't have, the Tyfish, the thank you fish. So what do these guys do? Basically, you throw them at players to let them know that they're awesome, that they're mean, or tell them thank you. So where do we get these from? These I got from the auction house, so any of these you'll be able to just buy. If you want to farm them for yourself, you will come out to the Draenor zone and literally fish in any of the waters out here. So say like right here, just go to town fishing and you'll randomly get these. From what I've read, the Awesomefish is by far the easiest one, or the one you'll get the most, with the Griefer and the thank you being the rarer ones. So let's go ahead and use these so you'll see how they are. I was looking for somebody just stationary. Hey, there we go. So if I click this person and I click the Awesomefish, boom, now they will get this buff right here for 24 hours. Someone thinks you're awesome. So if we use the Grieferfish, boom, you'll see someone thinks you're mean. And the thank you fish would get the someone thanks you. But I don't have that one, so I apologize. I can't show that. So that wraps up the 8 fun items in WoW. I know there's tons of other ones, but I figured I'd shorten this one down to 8. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the outro. Alrighty, so that wraps up the 8 fun items in WoW. So I know this one was a different one, but I wanted to make something that wasn't toys and it's just items, and it'd be fun to have these items for your raid group or Mythic Plus group, or just joking around in the world, just having a good time. So I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving me a like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.